Good morning, and welcome back to another episode of Behind the Crimes with your host, Michelle Sutton. It's Monday. It's Monday morning, and we all have a case of the Monday blues, I am sure. So, I hope everyone had a great weekend. I took my couple of days off, like I said I was going to do. I reevaluated some things. And there's just going to be a few changes made, not a lot. Good morning, Lisa. Not a lot of changes made, just a few changes, because like in my reflecting, I sat down and I really reflected on the whole picture of things. And I took myself away from a lot of communication. A lot of people that I normally communicate with, and I come to the conclusion that I'm not going to change myself. I'm not going to change the way my channel runs. I'm not going to change the way that I do things to benefit trolls, to benefit people who are just apparently cold-hearted people who don't care about innocent lives. So if I stop, they get exactly what they want, what they're out to accomplish, whatever their reasons are for trying to accomplish it. I don't know. Whatever their reasons are for their conquering and dividing. I set out to make a change. And I know I can't do it by myself. I can't make a change by myself. I can't. One person can't make the change, but I can help make the change. And there needs to be a lot of changes in a lot of places, but mostly it needs to start inside of homes. What you show your children is what they see. They're watching you. You're setting the example. And I can honestly say that I have set a good example for my children. I teach my kids real values, real morals. Are they going to make mistakes? Yeah, they will. I made mistakes. There's not a person that didn't make a mistake. It's whether you learn from those mistakes that matter. What you do in your past, or if you messed up in your past, did you continue down that same path, or did you change? That's the question. So, the drama, the issues, the I don't know if it's like a jealousy thing, or I don't know. I've tried to figure all of this out, and I just cannot make sense of any of it. I just know that if it was my child, and my daddy and I had this conversation the other night. He was like, why are you doing it? Why are you out here? And I was like, Daddy, if it was your child, if it was one of us, if it was one of us, or one of your grandchildren, or one of your nieces or nephews, or one of your siblings, or, and nobody was helping. Your law enforcement was not helping. Your law enforcement was not putting even the word out that one of us was missing. You would be begging anyone to help. Anyone. And I don't want to have to ever be in a situation where we have to beg. But by God, if that day ever comes, I hope that there's someone like me that's going to stand up and try to help find my loved one. That's where I keep coming. That's what keeps coming back into my mind. Like, if it was me, would there be somebody to help? If it was my family, would there be somebody to help? Um, hey, Caleb. My feelings on the haters, the trolls, the drama. I don't bring it to the table. Or let me rephrase that. Roscoe. Let me rephrase that. I don't bring the drama to your table, so why bring it to mine? I've heard and seen a lot lately from a lot of different sides. And none of it makes any sense. Good morning, Julie. None of it makes any sense. I literally cannot make sense of some of these things that people say, some of these actions that people are taking. I can only tell you what I think. And I don't have enough time on my hands to even try to make sense of some of the accusations that are being put out, and some of the threats that are being put out, and some of the just god awful things that are being said about people. Like, I, I am like blown away by things over the last few weeks. um I think people are crossing some lines. I really do. I think some people are crossing some lines. I think people aren't able to Hi, Killshot. Hi, Julie. I think some people are just so caught up in things that they're having a hard time telling the difference between good and evil right now. The concert was amazing, amazing. I plan on taking all my videos and making like a montage of all the videos from the concert and posting it. Just got to sit down and take the time, and I haven't. Yesterday, I finally got back on YouTube last night about 9 o'clock to watch Cece's live. And I understand there's a lot that I have to catch up on. I understand that there was a lot that happened this weekend. Jeff, the YouTube back Jeff, I don't know. I haven't had time. Like I literally just I know that Michelle's name should not be in a whole lot of people's mouth that Michelle's name is in. Yeah, Julie, from what I understand. I went to see Reba McEntire Saturday, and it was amazing. And it was interesting too. I did not see any updates. I did ask people to be on the lookout for any updates for Aspen, and if anything came out, to please, send me the information. But so far, nothing has coming out. Thank you, Lisa. I can say that it was probably besides my wedding day, the prettiest I've ever felt. The sexiest I've ever felt. Like and I got so many compliments on my outfit. Like people would just stop me. And then we had these drunk girls up on the other side of us. They was drunk before they got there, I believe. And when we sat down, I'd been sitting there, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes. And I hear them yelling, "Hey, tassel girl, tassel girl." And I turn around, they were like, "Can I see your shirt?" So I have to stand up in front of thousands of people in this Coliseum so these people could see my shirt. And I was just like, this is like awkward. Like, why? I mean, like 20, 30 minutes later, like, that's a little bit insane. Yeah, we still need all hands on deck. I know the last update I had was that they were spotted in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and that I haven't heard anything since then. Yeah, I think we're gonna go see Shania. I think that's gonna be. I mean, I've already seen Shania, but when I went, she was really, really sick. She still went on stage, but she couldn't perform like she normally does. So she spent most of it on a stool. So I would love to go see her again. So I think that's going to be our next concert. But we both agree that unless it's somebody that we really, really, really want to see, we won't do any more indoor concerts. We won't do any more concerts, indoor concerts. I had a panic attack, a bad one, and just the indoor ones are too clustered for me. And people are walking into you. I kept having this one woman behind me, and she was a fairly larger woman. But she wouldn't ask. Oh, Tennessee Bureau of Investigation has complete control now. Discover the truth. Julie, Jody Messina was the headliner. It wasn't bubblegum pink. It was like hot pink, like a fluorescent pink. It wasn't. It wasn't. It was. It was just nasty. That's what it was. But Jody Messina was the headliner, and oh my God, it was. I would go and see her if she had a full concert. Like, we made her cry. We made Jody Messina cry. Like, good morning. It's okay. I've just been rambling. I haven't really just talking about how right now we're talking about how there's no updates on no, it wasn't. It was okay, so what it was Pink Whitney and like passion fruit juices and stuff. And Pink Whitney is supposed to be a pink lemonade vodka, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I'll stick to just straight vodka in my drinks. I've learned that bartenders at concerts just, I don't think are hired like have been through bartending training. While discovering the truth, I will gladly pick that story back up. I haven't went over Summer's story just because, you know, it hasn't been like anything new. And I mean, I followed it very, very closely. But that's like something we can do when there's like downtime. We can like start going back over Summer's case in case there are people who are not familiar with Summer's case. Do like a recap of it, maybe. Maybe, you know, bring some light back to it. So we're going to recap. So I've already said that there's nothing going on, nothing new, no new information with Aspen's case. The family did put out a like pre-obituary through the funeral home for Crystal, but until Aspen is found and home, they're not going to do the funeral. But they do have a bank account that is open, and I will put that in our group where you're more than welcome to donate to for funeral arrangements and for, you know, anything that they will need afterwards to care for Aspen, and possibly used for a reward if it gets to that point. Also, someone had started a GoFundMe. It has been reported. So if you see that GoFundMe going around, do not donate to it. It is not part of the family. Like, the family did not start it. So they have already put out, or do not donate to the GoFundMe. It has been reported, but it has not been taken down yet. Discovering the truth. If you want to send it to me, I will let you know if maybe we like already seen it and already vetted it, and that's why. All right. Now, I don't want to talk too much about Leilani and that whole situation because I have some things prepared for tonight, which I had scheduled for last night, but then decided to wait. Um, because there may need to be more than just those lies exposed. We'll just have to see how today plays out. But like I said, I don't want to have to do some things, but y'all know I love exposing some lies. I love debunking some lies. So and apparently there are just some people who love to just put receipts out with no explanation. So if you want to see some debunking of lies from Leilani and Cher and Billy Joe, you might want to join us tonight. Just saying. Discovering the truth. Some things came up, and I can't say things out loud right now. 9:00, actually 9:00. I hope that I don't have to bring. I hope that I'm wrong. Let's just say that. Hope that I'm wrong, but we'll just see how today plays out. Good morning, Jay. Yes. And some things that I got in this debunking series. All I could do was laugh. All I could do was just laugh. Like I had no words when I found the one article. So, yeah, just saying. I'm giving you guys y'all have had what? Or 24 hours almost to know that I'm going live tonight at 9:00. And hopefully nobody else decides last minute to do the same. I don't know. I'm ready to talk about it. I'm ready. I'm ready to just spill it. But I also, hey, Queen of the Rabbit Holes, need to wait because there's possibly more that I'm going to be able to debunk. And I'll do it in my usual classy Southern way. If your feelings get hurt, I'm sorry. Just got to call it like it is at this point. I got to protect myself and my kids, my friends, my loved ones. And so I just want to make sure that I have all my bases covered before I do something that could light a fire, I guess is the best way. All right, Julie, I'll see you around. All right, so that covers the Leilani and why I tagged Leilani and Quentin Simon. Not tagged them, hashtagged them or whatever. The Idaho 4. I didn't cover that on here. I just watched everything else. So I'm not gonna recap too much. I will say that, last night I did go back and watch a few things that was some videos that were made over the weekend, some interviews from the family that happened over the weekend. And if you are following the Idaho 4, I hope that you were able to catch up some things that have been dropped by family members, especially if you've been one of those sleuthers that is invested in the case. I definitely feel like that this is a family that is definitely going to fight back. That's not going to just ride the coattails and sit down. I see this family as fighting back even harder than Gabby Petito's family. And we know Gabby Petito's family did not take no for an answer. So hoping for answers. I agree. Apparently he has faith in social media. So, I'm going to say this. When it comes to true crime, there are a lot of times when integrity and lines being crossed or questioned. And in my reflection, I sat back and I was like, is there anything that integrity-wise I feel like I've done wrong? Have I been mad at times and probably said some harsh things? Yes. Kill shot. I'm not sure what you mean. Hey, crazy mama. Yes, I've probably said some harsh things. But I haven't said anything that wasn't the truth, that I didn't know was a fact. So, will I be more careful about my words? Yes, I will try. But from the very, very beginning, of starting my channel, one of the first things I said is I am an Aries and a Southerner, and it's all mixed into one, so you don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. I never denied that I don't just sometimes not think before I speak. The most part, I try, and then people complain because I will stop and like think. Like, I literally have people that have said that I get quiet. Well, yes, I'm choosing my words wisely. If I'm on a rant, no, I don't choose my words wisely. But overall, I feel like I have been true to myself, and I have been true to you guys, and I plan to continue to do that. I want to continue to do that. Like, I want to continue my channel. I want to continue to fight for the right and prove the wrong. And, with true crime, I've not done anything illegal, like nothing illegal. Um, so to be in the true crime genre, we have to look into everything. Some roads lead you down some deep holes. I try not to take y'all down the rabbit holes, but a lot of times, if that's where it's going to go, I will tell y'all, hey, I've already done this, I've already searched this, and it goes deep. Hence why I pulled away from Kylie's case. It is not because I don't still want justice for Kylie. I still don't believe it was an accident. I still search every day. I still dig every day. I've not stopped fighting for Kylie. I won't stop fighting for Kylie. But it got deep. It is deep. It's very deep. And it was more of, it scared me. That I backed away more than anything. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't been put out, probably won't ever be put out, because I've never, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, it scares me. So that is the only reason Michelle stopped putting it out. All right. So you can take that for what it's worth. And if I sit down and shut up on every case, then we can't find these children. We cannot find these loved ones. We've had a few lately. We've had a few lately that, yes, April. Like, And if I'm scared, that should tell y'all something. If I tell you that's why I backed off, you might want to. Actually, you may want to talk to that person. I don't know. Maybe y'all haven't communicated yet. Thank you, Nana. I hope that, and honestly, I think at this point with Aspen's case, Nana, that he's probably no longer in North Carolina. I think he's just making his way up. And I guess when he gets up, he's going to go left. I don't know. I just don't think he's the last time he was spotted that we've been told was last Sunday. Hey, pretty lady. So, and I also, I feel like, and this is my personality, so this is also like a hard thing. Like, my personality is that I want to protect everyone that I care for. So if our paths have crossed and we've made a connection, I'm going to worry about your well-being. And I, this week, and Foxfire's here, she knows the decision that I made this week. To remove myself. And it has been a hard several days not having communication with people that I've had communication with every day for so long. But just so y'all know, that's the only sign I'll give y'all as to where I stand. The way I see it, we're not going to, and the way that I've explained this, Foxfire, well, I guess apparently you did. The way that I will explain this is I don't give people like multiple chances. Like, if you don't usually even get a second chance with me. So if you've gotten a second chance, you ought to feel very, very, very blessed. Very, very blessed. And the way that I explained this to someone the other day was, my best friend and I, for 20 plus years, have been best friends. Nobody has ever been able to take that place. But she's had friends other friends where she'll be like, "Oh, we're going to go to this. Do you want to go with us?" And I'm like, I don't like them people." And vice versa. But why should that change? Why should I mean, I would never say, you know, I don't say it to her face. I don't, um, Barbie, it's okay. I'm just saying the drama that has occurred over the last several weeks is insane. Insane. And I'm just letting people know where I stand. Um, oh, we discovering the truth. We had a albino cardinal in our backyard this morning. The bird was white, as white could be, but its whole entire tail. I mean, it was a cardinal, looked just like one. There was other cardinals with it, but it was as white could be, and it's uh that's the way I feel, crazy mama. Like I'm not gonna try to. Anyways, back to what I was saying about this cardinal, and then I'll come back to that. It was so pretty. Like it was. I mean, but its whole entire tail was red. Like it was. I've never seen anything in a in the bird like ever seen a bird like that. Now, back to what I was saying. Crazy mama. I like who I like. Whether you like who I like or not should not matter. It shouldn't matter. Standing up for one another is one thing, but when it becomes where it could be life changing, I'm out. Like I'm out. I'm out. Like I don't want nothing to do with it when it becomes life changing. Um, and I did not realize. I did not realize the YouTube drama. I didn't realize. I don't know. Like I've been watching YouTube true crime for years. Certain. Let me rephrase that. I've been watching certain true crime channels for years that I know are, you know, I didn't realize that there were all these crazy content creators in true crime, and I didn't realize that there were these hate channels and I don't. It's like, are we adults or are we not? Are we here to make a difference in the world or are we not? Are we going to trash people for trying to make a difference in the world? Or are we going to help be the change? Barbie, I've been picked on since 2 weeks in. Like I'm used to being picked on. The attacks against each other and all that, I don't want no part of it. I will keep my little bitty channel over here. No, M&Ms. M&Ms. I never, ever, ever experienced any kind of drama like this in high school. Nothing, nothing like this in high school. And I was not a shy, quiet kid. Like, I was involved in a lot of the socialness in the school. Like, I was y'all wanna know what my senior superlative was? But I was on yearbook staff, so I took it off and gave it to the next person in line. I was voted most mischievous, okay? Like, I can pull some stuff off. This goes way deeper than any high school drama, unless it just, I don't know. I don't know. I never experienced anything like this. So, I think every single person needs to take and do the same thing that I did. Look in the mirror and say, are my ethics right now? That's what I did. I sat down all day yesterday and just questioned like everything that I have done since I started my channel. And I stand behind everything I've said, everything that I will say. Because I will take accountability for my actions. I've never, ever. And I don't have the energy. And I don't want to fight. And I don't want to have to retaliate. And I don't want, well, my way of retaliating ain't going to be a way that anybody else is retaliating. Just saying. Like, I'm not going to sit here and fight on YouTube. Because that's just stopping me from handling the things that I want to handle, which is bringing the innocent home. Hopefully safe. Hey, we're going to call you Fossey, okay? Because I don't want to slaughter your name. So we're going to call you Fossey. But thank you for joining us. I mean, I wish that we could bring everyone home. Like, Talem was found safe and brought home. There was a couple of others that were sent to me over the weekend, and I didn't even have to, like, post about them because they were found safe and brought home. And that's what, I want is that Amber Alert to go out, like, as soon as it's reported, and maybe they have a fighting chance. Let's look at Athena's case. It is horrific. It breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. But she was found within 2 days. Because law enforcement didn't play around. Not only was she found, a suspect was also found. So the family didn't have to sit there and not have a chance to actually grieve and mourn their loss. They got to immediately move on. Where you look at, they get, well, not move on, because it's not going to be, let me rephrase that. That wasn't a good choice of words. They immediately get to start their grieving process. Yes, Jennifer, it is a very brutal place. But when I look at the Idaho 4, or I look at Aspen's family right now, they have no answers. They can't grieve the way that they should be able to grieve. That's the difference that I want to try to make. I want to change the Amber Alert laws, or have it set up where there's another alert system. I haven't figured it out yet, how to make it happen. I'm not been put in contact with the right people yet, but the moves are being made. I have a lot of people that want to help. Somebody explain to me what makes what 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 makes the difference in any one of these cases. Why some get so much attention and then others are just like, they're found. You know, that's literally the way that sometimes it feels. Like some of these become like, I'm not gonna, I mean, I'm gonna say it. You got Kylie's case, you got Gabby Petito's case, you got Quentin Simon's case, which the drama with that is probably what brought the attention to Quentin Simon's case immediately. But what makes them different than any other child? KDM, you're right. No, I don't agree with that. Debbie, I don't agree with that. We're going to have to agree to disagree on that one. I was a mean girl. Yeah, but we're going to have a group that is willing to go to the senators. Like, just one person going to the senators and the congressman is not going to make the change. That we have to form this group. Oh, the indigenous women that are that go missing if you want to look into something and really like the indigenous women that is, and I really should probably cover that because I have a lot of Indian in my blood. My dad's grandfather, my great grandfather was full-blooded Cherokee, and then my mom's side was my great grandmother was 100% Lumbian, full-blooded Lumbian, and I'll just tell y'all a little bit about them Lumbians. They the crazy Indians. They the angry Indians, which is probably where my temper comes from. A lot of creators, I'm going to say this, and if you're a creator, step on your toes, I'm sorry. A lot of them, because I know there's several creators watching, so this is not directed at anybody, and creators rewatch it. A lot of people bring it upon theirself. A lot of people put out things and make videos asking for trouble, asking for retaliation. There are some things that there's some lines that you should not cross, and if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. Like, but then there's a difference in slandering someone, telling lies on someone. There's a big difference in that. Running background checks is not illegal. It's not illegal to run a background check. It is illegal if you run that background check, put out the address, put out the phone number. Yes, Vinny, and that's what it's supposed to be about. And, well, I mean, I will only call you out if you are telling bold-faced lies that, and you have thousands of people believing these lies. I don't even know how people are that gullible sometimes. I'm thinking to myself, what the heck? Like, how do y'all not? I mean, sometimes I'm like, do y'all not listen and think it through? Like, because common sense would tell you that the lie that they just told was a lie because it didn't make any sense. Yes, Foxfire. And when the drama started and things got too deep, and I mean, like, things that I was finding and things that, I was seeing, I was like, nope, it's too deep for me. Yeah. And I don't need I don't need to be paranoid. I should not have to worry about who's knocking on my door but I've also told you probably don't want to knock on my door either. I mean, there's a camera right there on that wall that lets me see all the way around my house. So I have time to do what I need to do before I get to that door. And it's more of, I don't know that it's paranoia more than I know what I have seen. I know what I have stumbled across. Well, if you're at my door with a if you're at my door with a bottle of wine, I'm going to open it. Just might be packing, but if you're at my door with a bottle of wine, I'm probably going to open it for anybody. Like, no, I'm just messing. No, no. Like, my doorbell will ring sometimes, and if I mean, I have kids to protect. And when I say that, that means I have to protect myself because my kids need me. Um, I guess for me, like, I don't sit in people's chats. Like, I mean, I sit in people's chats. Let me rephrase that. But when I'm in people's chats, I'm not sitting there making fun of other people out in the public. Like, I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to hook up with another channel or another creator and sit there in the chat and egg them on while they're making fun of someone. And if you find any proof of that with my name attached to it, it's a fake account. I can promise you that. Now, what I say in private about what my thoughts are, well, that's my business. Athena's case was very. That's my business. But if you say something that I know is a lie, or you act, Barbie, nobody did that. I'm just saying, this is like the reality of what is happening in the YouTube streets. But if I say something in private, that's my business. I have an opinion. If I think you're crazy, I have more than enough reasons to say I think you're crazy. But you're not going to see me talking hateful about somebody. Jennifer, I'm good now. I took a few days and I reflected on myself. I didn't reflect on nobody else. Y'all don't want me to reflect on nobody else. I don't need to reflect on anybody else because I've said this from the day one. I'm not responsible for any other adult but myself. I'm not accountable for anything that you say or you do. I'm not paying. If you do a crime, I'm not going to pay for it. Right? Am I thinking wrong? Because sometimes I feel like when I'm looking at the big picture and I'm listening to everybody, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm seeing this from the wrong angle. I've tried to listen to everybody else's point of views, and I'm just going to stick to my own. Point blank and simple. I know at the end of the day, I've been a good human. I've been a good human. Today. Have I always been? No. Do I have a story to tell? Yep, I do. Thank you, Judy. Good morning. Yeah, I have a story to tell. Yeah, I have a past, but what you see right here every single day is who I became from who I was at 18, 19 years old, from the mistakes that I made at 18, 19 years old. And I don't let them wear me down. I don't sit and dwell on the mistakes that I made 20 years ago, almost 21 years ago. I don't. I mean, if I do, if I get up every morning and sit here and dwell on the things that I done 20 years ago, I didn't grow from them. I didn't. I am a grown woman who takes accountability for her own actions. And yes, I will say there have been times, hint 20 years ago, where I also took accountability for others' actions. Yes. Yes, Debbie. I'm a very big believer in spiritual meanings. I have never in 20 years questioned my authenticity. My integrity until the last few weeks. Oh, Jennifer, I will be praying for her. I will be praying for her. I had a blast. I had a blast. It was amazing. My feelings on pulling up somebody's past is a line that is it's a very thin line and it can be crossed. When I run background checks, do you hear me putting what information is in that background check out? I did put Billy Joe's and Leilani's out. Do you want to know why I told what was in theirs? Because they were lying about what was in theirs. Just like another person who is lying about what's in theirs. I won't lie about what's in my past, but I feel like It's my story to tell, no one else's. Now, if I put my story out there and I tell a lie and you can prove that I've told a lie, you got it, girlfriend. Then call me out. Then call me out. But I'm not going to sit here and put out information. I'm not going to put people's story out unless I'm trying to help bring them home. So, that is my weekly recap. You just will maybe have to read between some lines. And at this point, I think we all have to be extra careful. And I hate that I have to walk around on eggshells. I got to catch up on Yellowstone and Sister Wives. Because every little thing that we say, or every little thing that we do, if we twitch our nose wrong, then somebody's got something to say. But I'm not just saying this to creators to be careful. I'm also saying this to my subs. Right now, please, everybody, be very, very careful of where you go and what you're watching. KDM, my daddy sat there and begged me the other night. I addicted to art and crime. My daddy sat there and begged me the other night. And I looked at my daddy and I said, Daddy, I can't. Well, why can't you? Why are you doing this anyways? I said, because Daddy, we were with all of my family, my sisters, and I looked at him and I said, and my nephews, and my niece was in. The parade. My daughter was in the parade. And I said, Daddy, if it was one of us missing, or it was one of them missing, or one of your siblings, or one of your nieces and nephews, and law enforcement wasn't helping, and the word was not going out, what are you going to do? Are you going to sit quiet? Or are you going to stand and beg for somebody to help you find us? And he's like, I get it. Like it clicked. Like KDM. He did. If you haven't watched that interview, I can link it on our Facebook group. I can drop those links. If you're watching Kaylee's dad right now, he's watching. I mean, he's dropping some hints. I'm not digging deep into that case because it's being covered so highly right now. But I'm still watching it. Like, I'm still, like, intrigued. But there's other people that can do way more than I can with that case. I'd rather stick to the missing children and trying to find them and bring them home. And then, if there's an old case we want to go back over, what are we mean? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I said. And you want to know what else I said? Y'all, I'm more scared of the Masons, the Freemasons, than I am the cartel. So I'm out. I will sleuth privately, but I ain't putting no information out because y'all got me too scared. Cartel ain't no secret. They're not a secret. They publicly acknowledge who they are. Katie, I might have said Katie earlier. I don't know. I don't see Kaylee's mom acting like Lindsay. I see her shut down right now. And don't get me wrong, I know that the Masons put some good out in the world. They've done some good things. Don't get me wrong. Addicted to art and crime. I understand that. But for me, some cases, sure, Katie Bug. Wait. Wait. Let me rephrase that. Let me ask you a question before you tell us something. Is it going to put us in any kind of danger? Like, if it is information that is going to put us in danger, please let us know. Barbie, I still want to find Summer Wells too. Addicted to art and crime. I did not Did not, and I am not, because I am not giving that woman anything. Anything. No. No. Katie Bug, they cannot. It is they cannot tell you anything. And the ones that have spoken out, that I know that have spoken and told some just a little bit, died of natural causes. John Courtney, you got to be kidding me. He did not. John Courtney. Um, it's Alabama. Oops. Sorry. Yes, the Northern Star, Avery. I think it's called the Northern Star. Something like that. So Kella's great grandparents were, he was a Mason and she was the Northern Star. And their granddaughter and I are very, very close. And when she was little, they used to make her go to the Northern Stars. And I didn't even know that this existed until they both died recently within weeks of each other. I didn't even know about the Northern Stars. I knew about the Masons because I had to study that in school. We won't talk about it. So she was telling me about some of the stories of when she was little and she was made to go to these meetings. That means I got to go watch that video again. I was on that panel. I hadn't started my channel yet when I was on that panel. And really and truthfully, he was pretty much the reason why I started my channel, because he kind of like pushed me. He'll be suing me. He's already threatened, so I can't talk about him. But anyways, as a kid, it scared the crap out of her. She was scared. And so she finally told them, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. So they didn't never make her do it again. She was like, I don't believe in this. You might have been, okay, I don't know. She was like 10 to 12 when she remembers certain things. Oh, Katie Bug. Them aprons. was like one of the first things that like caught my attention. Like, why do you have, I mean, like some of those symbols that you, some of those symbols that are on there, they like sit right on their private part. And it's just like, why would you have that symbol there? Like, you might should move that to another place on the apron. Just saying. Thank you, Vinny. I appreciate that. Just some people don't. Now, see, veterans, my respect for veterans, y'all know where I stand on that. Now we really getting deep. Oh, Jesus. Like, I'm sure that the Triple K was, around here, possibly still around here. I don't know. But it is like, I never, like, maybe my parents sheltered us too much. I don't know. I would just say, Katie, from experience, don't read some of them books. Don't read some of them notebooks. What? Why is anybody getting hit with a wrench? Oh, I just consider the Shriners and the Masons the same thing. Oh, okay. I had to do, like, I've not seen it. Oh, okay. I didn't see you apologize, and I didn't realize that anybody had, and then I was like, it's been a great chat. Like, did I miss something? Is that like one of the comments that I didn't? Yes, Lisa does a great job. Y'all know I don't really have the issues. Hey, I accidentally blocked Sleuthy, so I can't say anything. Y'all remember that day? Shelly, I am so sorry. Fox, fire. You gotta behave. Y'all don't get rid of my friends. I do, Aaron. I do. But I will also call You start something, I'm going to be the one to finish it. Like, I'm going to be the one to finish it. And it ain't going to be me pitching a fit and shutting my video down. Avery, send me the link. Oh. Barbie, I have wiped everything off of mine. I don't even have my and timed out. Jennifer means getting timed out. Most of the time you get timed out when you've had a warning for saying something ugly. Oak Island. Oh my God. But if you say something ugly or trying to start drama, we'll give you a warning. If you don't stop, you get timed out. And then if after timeout you start again, you're out completely. You get a job. And I went through my blocked list, you guys, because I felt like maybe like there'd been some people accidentally put on the block list. My block list is really not that bad. It's a whole bunch of porn sites. But there was only like 6 or 7 people besides porn. So people can't say that we blocked them. I can prove to you they're not blocked. You're right. You're right. You guys, hold on a second. I'm bumming, so do not look at me. I'm like bumming. It's Monday. I'm gonna make this easier for myself. So, I think I can't decide if I want to catch up on everything or take a nap. Because I missed a whole lot. I have not been able, I was off like 2 weeks ago, Thanksgiving Day. I took the day off, and ever since then, it feels like all hell broke loose. And I can't get caught up. I still haven't got caught up. And then I take a couple of days off to focus, get myself in check in case I needed to check myself, which I don't feel like I need to check myself, but discovering the truth, I did too. I always thought that they were talking about the one here in North Carolina too. And I was just like, I never want to go there. Like, that's not a place I want to go. But then when I found out the truth, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I love our coast. I love North Carolina's coasts. I mean, I don't think anybody's beaches are as wonderful as ours. I hope somebody will find the truth. I'm still. I feel like I'm like. I didn't even. Oh, so let me tell you the story. You guys know I had planned to like get on a fun level that night. I bought one drink. It was $19. By the time you added tax and gratuity, it was $23. It was so bad. It was horrible. It was horrible. And then they didn't have nothing that I like to drink. They didn't have anything that else I like to drink, so I didn't. And I was already pissed that I had to pay $20 for a drink. So. So, I behaved. I was the responsible adult. I was a responsible adult. But it was one of those concerts where you left. I mean, I still feel like I have a hangover, and I haven't had nothing to drink since the last time I went live. What, the other weekend? Thanksgiving weekend. No, it was Barstool something. It was I had never had Pink Whitney. I don't like Pink Whitney. It's a pink lemonade vodka, and it was mixed with like passion fruit juices and stuff. And I was like, I don't like the Pink Whitney. Not for me. Beth drank it though. But don't forget, 9 o'clock tonight, you guys. What's happening at 9 o'clock tonight? Yeah, I did get and it changes colors. My cup changed colors. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I went, like, they had the same drink at different stations, but the station I went to gave you the cup, and everybody else's was just in, like, the other stations gave it to you in a clear cup. So I guess it just depended on, I don't know. We haven't even talked since Saturday night. Oh, no. I said I was the responsible adult. Beth had a wonderful time. They got home and continued to have a wonderful time. So I'm sure she definitely was really hungover yesterday. But the adrenaline is like, no. Beth paid the same price for hers, and hers didn't come in a souvenir cup. So then she drank mine because I didn't like mine. So she drank, well, she had a cranberry and vodka, and then she drank mine. Then she went and got something else. Then she went and got the big can of Truly, and I was like, okay, give me the keys. You're not driving me. Oh, we both decided that we definitely prefer the outside concerts over indoor concerts. Like, oh, well, then you don't even know that we said hello to you, TF. Judy wants to know what's at 9 tonight, you guys. So the indoor ones, I always have a panic attack at the indoor ones. Yes, I've had a blue motorcycle. We had those back in the day. I don't usually have a I did. I had one. And I think it was okay, so I was on the end. My seat number was number 1. So I had to keep getting up and keep getting up and keep getting up. And then everybody kept walking up and down the aisle. And then this one woman behind me, and I hate to say this, I feel horrible for saying this, but there's no, I mean, like, she was a very, she was not a small lady. And she had the I can't say it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, the extra belly. And she kept hitting me in the back of the head with it. So I was getting really, really frustrated. And then I got really, really hot. And then the way that this Coliseum works, they won't let you outside. So I'd done, you'll see like where I have to change out of my outfit into a t-shirt. And I was like, just like everybody was getting up to go. It was like a break. Yes, kill shot. I can't say mean things. Y'all know that. I mean, I say it like not online though. But I was like, so I asked them to open the door. Like, I was like, I don't want to go outside. I just need you to open that door for fresh air. And they would not even do that. Thank the good Lord that the freaking, he was like, well, do you need medical help? And I'm like, no, just open the door. Let the air come in. I just need some air. Well, I can't let you outside. I said, I don't want to go outside. Just hold that door. You can stand right here with me. Thank God some of Reba McEntire's people came through. They were going out to get some more merchandise to bring in. And they were like, I got her. And they stood there and held the door. Oh, she's in some of the videos. Like, I mean, I didn't intentionally do it. Like, I'm like singing and dancing and rocking out, and you can see her. Discovering the truth I can't say out loud. Like, you gonna need some medical help if you don't open that door. Yeah, that's exactly what it was like. Oh, this girl. Like, there's one video where Reba's singing, and I turn the camera around to us, and she's like, I don't know this song. A few minutes later, same thing. I don't know this song. Same thing happened at the Backstreet Boys concert. So in my video, I'm like, why do we even go to concerts if you don't know the songs? No, Roscoe, she did not. She had on a black shirt, and I think her hair was dark. Now, there was these ladies. It's a group of ladies. I hope to God somebody in there was was responsible, because I don't know how they didn't fall. Yes. Like, Reba's concert was like once in a lifetime thing, great experience, loved it. But it's not the best concert I've ever been to or ever seen. But it was a once in a lifetime experience for sure. Jody Messina was great though. Jody Messina was awesome. No, it wasn't in Charlotte. Mm-mm. But Shania's coming in June. And I've already seen Shania one time, but she was really, really sick. And she still performed. She still had her concert, but she had to sit down on a stool most of it. And her voice was very hoarse. So I think we're going to go, and then we're going to find one to take the guys to, because they don't care to go to the ones we've been to so far. But we do want a double date to a concert. So we're going to look at what's coming this summer, because we like the outdoor concerts, and we like, I mean, yeah, you're not close up to the stage. You're on the lawn. I mean, it's set up so that you have the option to have seats by the stage under an awning. But I prefer sitting in the lawn section because you can have space and you don't have people right up on you. No, Katie, take the natural out. You're close, but take the natural out. Natural woman was it Aretha Franklin? Yeah, I'm about to run too. I got some stuff I need to get done. But don't forget, 9 o'clock tonight, we're going to expose some lies. Gotcha, Fox. I've seen John Michael Montgomery, Doug Supernall, Neil McCoy. I've seen Neil McCoy. He kissed me on the cheek. Mark Chestnut, Radio Flyer. Okay, so I've seen Garth Brooks when I was little, Vince Gill when I was little. Then in high school, we had a concession stand that our booster ran at the Coliseum. So, like, we had to take turns going and watching the concert, but you could still hear everything. And AC/DC, Poison. There's a few others. I don't remember off the top of my head. And then I've seen Blake Shelton. I've seen Miranda Lambert. The band Perry. Zach Brown Band. Backstreet Boys. Shania. Reba. The Eagles is one that I really, really always wanted to go to. Yes, Cherokee Raider said it. Please hit the like on the way out and hit the bell for future notifications. You don't want to miss 9 o'clock tonight. 9 o'clock tonight. The rise of the lies and the fall of the disguise. Just saying. I love you guys. I will see y'all on the flip side.